From challenges breaking a window to laughing uncontrollably, these die-hard bloopers and behind-the-scenes stories will make you laugh, wince, and make you glad that you don't have to do your own movie stunts.
I hope that he doesn't spin around in the middle of the floor and land on his head and kill himself.
Alan Rickman wasn't exactly thrilled about having to do a life-threatening stunt for Hans Gruber's epic death scene, but the filmmakers managed to put his mind at ease, or so he thought. Basically, director John McTiernan told Alan Rickman that he would be dropped 70 feet on a count of 3. But he was telling fibs. The director had Alan released on the count of 2 so they could shock the actor. That's why Gruber looks so genuinely terrified as he plunges to his death. According to Rickman, the filmmakers made sure that it was the last shot he filmed for the movie. I wonder why they did that.
Let's drop the actor. I hope that he doesn't spin around in the middle of the floor and land on his head and kill himself.
Credit must be given to Rickman for stepping out of his comfort zone though. Prior to Die Hard, the actor had no interest in making action movies, but he changed his mind after reading the intelligent script. But the experience was a nightmare for the Englishman. Not only did he have to perform a terrifying stunt, but he didn't like being around gunfire either. In fact, Rickman was known to flinch every time Hans fired his piece in the movie. Of course, the filmmakers couldn't have their main antagonist looking uncool, so they cut around Rickman's scared reactions every time Hans popped someone.
You're just gonna have to kill me. Okay.
Now, picture this. You're a terrorist who's about to carry out an ambitious robbery. You've been instructed to look super intimidating because you'll be taking hostages and probably getting into lots of trouble. The last thing you want to do is make people think you're blind. So maybe avoid walking into door frames like Hans Gruber's goon did during Die Hard's opening scenes, huh? Of course, it's possible that this dude was so tough that he walked through the wall like Juggernaut in X-Men: The Last Stand. But these bad guys were too prone to goofs for us to believe that for a second. I mean, have you noticed how they can't even speak their own language properly? Anyone who isn't fluent in German probably can't tell the difference. But it turns out that Gruber's gun-toting homies were talking complete gibberish to each other. And whenever they did use proper German words, they didn't make any logical sense.
Hey, Bruder. Moment!
The screenwriters didn't think American audiences would notice, and to avoid offending actual German people, the terrorists were described as being from Europe in the German release of the movie. The filmmakers did add some authentic German dialogue for Die Hard's home media release though, making everyone happy as a result. Die Hard's issues with foreign markets didn't end there. You see, the film's title was actually changed because the phrase Die Hard just doesn't sound cool in some languages. So it was released with different titles all over the world, some of which don't even come close to resembling its most famous moniker. Here are some fun examples. In Spain, the movie was released The Crystal Jungle. Poland had similar ideas to Spain, as they called it The Glass Trap. In Finland, the film was released as Over My Dead Body. The Russian market, meanwhile, seemed to embrace the Christmas vibes more than any other region, as it was rechristened as A Tough Nut to Crack. That's basically the same as the Nutcracker, but way more badass. What's even more surprising is that no region decided to call it Nothing Lasts Forever, which is the name of the novel Die Hard is based on. Still, I'm sure the actors were more interested in speaking a made-up language than putting their lives at risk. Some of the cast and crew members didn't have that luxury though.
You know, I'm putting my life on the line for you, pal.
John McClane's daring escape down the elevator shaft almost resulted in one stuntman being seriously injured. It turns out that Bruce Willis's stand-in was supposed to grab onto the first vent, but he missed completely and fell further down than he was supposed to. It turned out to be a blessing in disguise for the filmmakers though. Not only did the stuntman walk away relatively unscathed, but they managed to capture a much cooler visual for the movie. All of that sounds wild and all, however, let's take a moment and spare some of that sympathy for the SWAT team actor who injured his hand because of a jaggy bush. Have you ever been stung by a nettle? It's frickin' painful, folks. That said, Bruce Willis didn't have an easy time while shooting Die Hard either. Seriously, how uncomfortable does this look?
Come out to the coast, we'll get together, have a few laughs.
Now just imagine how tough it was for Bruce to film that scene in real life. In fact, there's no need to imagine it. Here's a behind-the-scenes clip of the great man in action suffering for his art.
Yes, I'm ready.
Could you slap your hands?
Speed. Mark!
The suffering didn't end there either. I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of people get shot in Die Hard. But did you know that the gun battles gave Bruce Willis a permanent hearing impairment? It's true. Director John McTiernan wanted to make the gunshots seem more realistic, so he had the production crew rig the blanks to be extra loud. Unfortunately, it wasn't practical during this scene. The space was far too cramped for such loud noises.
Loud noises!
And the resulting shots caused poor old Bruce to become partially deaf moving forward.
I'm a pretty, safety conscious guy.
Were you always?
No.
Like in Kearney Point, were you always like a...
No, I almost killed myself a lot of times down there.
On the bright side though, Bruce didn't get shot in the face with blanks over and over again. The same can't be said for the actor who played the desk clerk in the plaza. Ouch. If you thought what happened to the humans was bad though, wait until you see how the actors treated inanimate objects. In the movie, Bruce makes breaking windows look so easy, but it actually proved to be quite a difficult task for the action hero. Let's try that again. The third time is the charm, right? There we go. Fortunately, not every blooper and behind-the-scenes moment was painful. Heck, Bruce Willis was actually a big joker on the set.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
If you wrote the script, John would have been a big old goofball as well. Take this scene, for example.
Oh, you stupid motherfuckers! No!
It's a powerful moment that showcases John's frustration and rage because he realizes that no one can help him. But here's how the scene would have played out if they rolled with Bruce Willis's improvised dialogue.
Oh, no, you stupid Frankfurters, you!
Bruce even brought his wacky sense of humor to some of the more intense scenes.
And if you're not one of them,
I'm a cop from New York.
What an incredible moment. Behind the scenes, however, Bruce saw this as an opportunity to poke fun at his fellow Americans.
Are you really an American?
Only if New Jersey counts.
While we're on the subject of John and Hans's first meeting, here's a fun piece of trivia for you. Did you know that exchange wasn't in the original script? It was added after the filmmakers realized Alan Rickman could pull off a convincing American accent. And the rest is history.
Well. Hans.
Bruce seemed like a blast to work with at the end of the day. Heck, he even broke into song from time to time.
And cut. We got entertainment tonight.
And while John and his wife didn't exactly get along in Die Hard, Bruce Willis and Bonnie Bedelia couldn't stop laughing with each other behind the scenes. Way to ruin an emotional moment, guys. Get your game faces on and try that again. What a pair of rascals, but we wouldn't have them any other way.
She's the best thing that ever happened to a bum like me.
Before we wrap things up, let's settle the debate that crops up every single time someone talks about Die Hard. Is it a Christmas movie?
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Boom! Settled. End of discussion. Those words came from Bruce himself. Still, if Die Hard ain't a Christmas movie, what is it?
It's a goddamn Bruce Willis movie. So a yippee-ki-yay to all of you motherfuckers. Good night!
If you want more action movie bloopers in your life, be sure to check out our awesome video on John Wick. Thanks for watching.